We've been talking a lot of Brock Osweiler, Peyton Manning this week, primarily Osweiler though, and what the Broncos should do with him. Do the Broncos keep 2 or 3 or, including practice squad, 4 quarterbacks on this team? What do you think they're going to do?
They're not going to keep 4. Those spots on the practice squad have proven to be very valuable to the Broncos and other teams.
Yes.
Because there are injuries during the course of the season. You want to go to a guy that's been working out with you every day. So, as I've talked about, you have to have, there's 7 or 8 spots. I think they added one this year. It's normally 7. They're the practice team guys. They're the scout team people that you have that quarterback who is the 3rd quarterback usually. I don't know of any team that keeps 4 quarterbacks. I would ask you, they're going to keep Simeon. They like his arm. It's the strongest one out there.
Well, if they do, he's going to be on the practice squad. He's not going to be on the active roster on Sundays.
Well, I didn't say that, but I would just say to you, given that he is proven to be successful here in terms of arm strength and how much John Elway and the Broncos do like him as a future, I've talked to the quarterback coach, Knapp, and he told me they really like this kid. There's not a chance that they're going to try and put him out there through waivers. That's the way you get somebody on the practice squad, is you cut them and then re-sign them, put them on the practice squad.
No, I understand, but he does have a history of injury, and he has a history of inconsistency, and he was benched a few times when he was at Northwestern. So do you really think I'm not so sure anybody else is going to pick him up. You know, a lot of people were saying that John Elway reached by actually drafting him, by taking him in the 7th round, that he probably would have gone undrafted if the Broncos didn't go for him.
If you're John Elway, do you take that risk? Since you like him a lot?
I just can't see him putting him. I can't see them holding him as a 3rd quarterback on the active roster, Woody. So I think if they do keep him, they keep him and they try and get him through waivers and then put him on the practice squad. Yeah.
I think
You're totally dismissing Dysert here.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, that's 4 quarterbacks.
I know.
Dysert is the odd man out unless you're going to cut Brock Osweiler.
Well, you're not going to do that.
But you think they're going to keep 3 active quarterbacks and then a 4th quarterback on the practice squad?
They have. They have in the recent past.
Who?
Dysert.
I'm not trying to pressure you.
No.
I don't remember them.
I believe there have been some games where Dysert has been on the active roster.
I will agree with that.
So there would be 3. That would be 3.
And then a 4th on the practice squad?
I'm saying.
How about this?
I'm saying it's a possibility.
How about this? I got a better one for you.
Okay.
And it just came to me. You put Simeon on injured reserve and just don't let him play this year.
That's not a bad idea. If they really believe that this kid has some potential, that's a great idea.
You just dash him on injured reserve because he actually is injured.
Yeah, I think it's a given, obviously, Peyton. And I think it's a given that Brock Osweiler's the backup. So he's going to be on the active roster, okay, on game days. Dysert's the question mark here, I believe, the biggest question mark. This is his 3rd year with the team. They really like him, Woody. They really do like him. And can I tell you something? When I watch him at practice, I like him better than Osweiler. I just do. I have for 2 years now.
And again,
the problem is he's not 6'7". Again, and he's not a 2nd-round draft pick.
He looks like a quarterback.
He does.
You see him. Without his helmet on, he looks like a quarterback. The problem is they had a kid named Sims that was Phil Sims' son, who looked like a quarterback.
He did.
The problem was he couldn't play like a quarterback. And occasionally he might go to New York and get in a cab and smoke some weed. If you're going to do that, you'd do it in Denver, I would think. I would say, and I am brilliant because I just came up with this.
Yes.
Well,
self-proclaimed.
they've done it with they did it with Quantaris Smith. They just immediately put him on injured reserve because he was coming back from a knee injury. Simeon's coming back from an ACL. I was trying to think while you were talking that I believe it happened in November last year. That's a full year kind of deal. I think you put him on injured reserve, and he's a guy for the future.
Smart. Wouldn't doubt it. So Dysert's the guy. So Dysert's the guy. He had a really good practice today. He ended practice today. Dysert did by throwing about a 40-yard pass and hitting Nathan Palmer perfectly in the end zone, right over the reach of the cornerback for a touchdown, and that's how practice ended.
I think they should be the starting duo on the Germany Rhine.
The World Football League team in Germany. Yeah. Whatever they were. Harmony Foundation.
The Rhine Fire. Rhine Fire.
Okay. Great. The Harmony Foundation is Colorado's premier treatment program for drug and alcohol addiction. It is located right outside of Estes Park. It's a very serene and a very private mountain campus. And it's a place where you can get better, or if you know somebody who needs that kind of help, they can get better as well. They are insurance friendly, so check them out at harmonyfoundationinc.com.